What's up, warriors? Todd Dowell here with another video, and today I'm going to share with you how to set up your Shopify store. So if you've been following along in this series, I did a series, I think it was like a day ago, where I was talking about how to pick your brand store, what's the difference between general and a niche store, and then we went into the specifics about that. And so today we're going to set up the actual store. So if you haven't followed along with video number 1 in the series, there should be a card up on the screen where you can click on it and then go to that video, watch that, pause this one, and come back here whenever you get finished with that video. And so going through this process here, and I'm just thinking out loud here, but setting up the store is one of the parts that most newbies get stuck on, because they feel like they need to make everything perfect before they can get started running traffic, get started actually adding products into the store, or they're adding 200, 300, 400 products in the store before they even get started. And today what I'm doing is I'm eliminating everything that you do not need to pay attention to, and I'm only going to help you to focus on the things that you need to focus on in order to get your store off the ground as quickly as possible. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to hop on over to the computer and do that for you here in a second. But if you love this series, go ahead and comment e-store in the comment section of this video. If you're just arriving on this video or my channel period, and you've never seen me before in your entire life, there's a lot of information on this channel. I do in-depth tutorials on exactly how to set up different websites, how to make money online, affiliate marketing, how to advertise using Facebook ads, how to advertise using YouTube ads. So I go through a lot of different things that I cover on this channel. And so you can go through that content on the channel. But more importantly, I'm here specifically to help you to advertise your business and to make money online. So if that's your cup of tea, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right below this video, and also hit the notification bell so you can get notified exactly when my video comes out. Actually, as a matter of fact, if you have an iPhone or if you have any type of smartphone, you're gonna get a notification on your phone if you have the YouTube app installed on your phone. For those of you that have been here for a while, you probably have seen me create a Shopify tutorial series just a while back, okay? This series is a little bit different, and obviously it's more updated from the last one that I did just a couple months back. However, what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to create the series in a short time frame, like 10-15 minutes per video. That way you get all of the juicy details out of the training that I'm giving you today, okay? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go on over to my computer, and I'm going to share with you the details on how to set up your Shopify store. Alright, so just a little update with this store that I am actually promoting for business, and it looks to me like we're actually staying at the same amount of traffic that we've been driving to the site. And so I'm just showing you the progress as we go, alongside with sharing with you, all of the tips that I have for you in this series. But if I go and hit this month, so far it's hit almost 800 bucks. It isn't a whole lot to most, but this is obviously in the beginning phases of testing for this client. And so you have to go willing to whatever budgets allow. But anyway, in testing and what we're doing here, it has brought in 800 bucks. So profit is pretty healthy. That's all I could say. We're still doing some more split testing before we actually start to scale some products. And so yeah, that's exactly where we're at with this store. But we're gonna go hopping into this tutorial, and I'm gonna go over step number 2 of setting up your store. Okay, I actually wrote these things down because I try to simplify as much as possible, give you the least amount of action steps each and every day to take action with, so you don't feel overwhelmed with my training. Number 1 for setting up your theme. Okay, don't overcomplicate this. Most people make this mistake in thinking that they need to go buy this $100 theme or $200 theme or $150 theme, when really they can start off with what is already given to you inside of the Shopify back end office. So don't fall into that trap feeling like you need to go buy a theme or anything like that. I started off, and a lot of my students start off, with some basic theme, maybe an edited theme. Okay, actually, as a matter of fact, inside of my mentorship, my course, what I did was I actually gave them a theme that I use, in which I will share with you today. So, setting up your theme is important, but however, you just need the basics because of what I'm going to be sharing with you in this series. It only makes sense, and you know what? Like I said before, like when we get to that point where in the series where I'm actually sharing with you the whole grand scheme of things, it's all going to make sense. Okay, but number two is to unlock your store. Most people don't unlock their store, so I'm going to go on over to a dummy store because I want you to see everything inside this live store. I'm going to go over to a dummy store, and I'm navigating on over to the theme section, and you can see the theme's already installed. Now, the way that I set up my themes is very, very basic. I don't go above and beyond to get a logo that done that looks like a freaking $1,000 design or anything like that. I go in over to Fiverr, or sometimes I'll sit down and I'll do them, create a design myself. So it's not anything extravagant or anything like that. Going and placing jobs on Upwork.com for a logo. No, I went over to Fiverr, or I'll sometimes do it myself. But as you can see here, there's different categories that I put my stuff in. That doesn't even matter as far as what we're doing with this training here. Home, catalog, and everything. So the results that you see right now that I'm getting on the new store are the exact results I'm sharing with you in real live time using the minimum setup that I'm sharing with you right now. Okay, so just take that into consideration. So now if you want to actually unlock your store, you would go to Preferences, and under Preferences there's a password protection here, and if you do not uncheck this box, what happens is if you go to set up your store and start marketing for it, people can't even access the pages because the whole store is locked up. So you gotta uncheck this box in order to unlock that store. And you can also see, like, even on this test site, I didn't have a home title, I go through and set up the minimum. And this site that I had set up for this was the demonstration for a tutorial that I did earlier. So let's go through here. Domains, very important. That's the next thing. Also, I didn't put down is the domains. You want to have your domain set up because you want to build your brand immediately, right? And so you want to buy a domain just from back here. You don't have to go to HostGator or all that. It's very simple, straightforward from back here. Hit the buy new domain and go through the setup step-by-step process, and then it'll connect to your store, and then from that point on, anyone who accesses this link gets forwarded onto your store. Even if they click on the navigations on your store, this domain will be there on every single step. So let's head on back to this slideshow. So setting up your payment gateways, this is very important for those of you that are looking to really make 10K days, 20K days, 30K days and beyond. You need multiple payment gateways set up. You can't just go with a simple PayPal and expect to be living or your account to be living in 3 months from now or 6 months from now or whatever amount. Okay, because the thing is, PayPal is very unstable. However, it does convert a lot higher than any other payment gateway that I use. All right. But at the same time, a lot of claims, a lot of refunds, a lot of chargebacks, something that you really kind of look into. And so I will use that short term, but once you really start to scale, you need multiples of everything. So you need multiple PayPal accounts, multiple Stripe accounts, because you're going to want to rotate through those merchant accounts. I don't know what just happened. You're going to want to rotate through those merchant accounts in order to spread the risk, right? Because if you're going to go and do 10K days after 5 days of this brand new PayPal account, it's going to get locked up, right? They're going to have to investigate, because your companies don't like, your merchant accounts don't like it when you create spikes in their in revenue. So if you go from 1,000 to 10,000 to 20,000, that's a huge spike, and they're not used to that with that account, and then the account doesn't have any history. So that's what usually happens to most folks. But you got to be smart about it and get multiple merchant accounts set up, okay? And that could be just multiple Stripe accounts. If you can't, get a real merchant account, that's totally fine. Let me go ahead and navigate over to the payment section. So you're going to go to online, actually, you go to settings. Then alright, so you're going to go to payment providers. And as you can see, I have Stripe here, and we've actually disabled PayPal. So we're only using Stripe accounts. We're rotating different Stripe accounts on Shopify, because we want to spread the risk throughout multiple Stripe accounts. And so that's the route that we took. But you can do, if you wanted to, you can do multiple PayPal accounts, multiple Stripe accounts. It's harder to get multiple PayPal accounts, I would say, versus getting multiple Stripe accounts. Okay, so that's why we went this route. It's very easy. Plus, we have real merchant accounts that we can also add into the mix. But we're not ready to scale yet, so we're basically staying with the Stripe account, and that's it. So that leads me on over to my next thing on my list that I wanted to cover today on this video, is that you need to install these apps. And I'm actually going to show you the apps here that I actually use. I use the Abandonment Protector email app. I use the McAfee security app, and I also do, I think that's McAfee. Yeah, Trackify. Okay, I want my pixel to be firing off as best as possible, and plus it helps me to create custom audiences super quick. And then also Zipify pages. Okay, these are the 4 apps that I use on this store. Works extremely well. Okay, normally on all my stores. So if you're jotting down the notes, these are the ones that you need to use. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, these are self-explanatory apps. McAfee is secure. It's like a security badge on your store. So it creates more trust when they go to purchase the product on your store. They see that this badge that pops up on your store, and then yeah, that's pretty much the abandoned cart series right here. Is like when they abandon the cart, you're definitely going to want to capitalize on emailing those people maybe coupons to get it at a certain percentage off, because you really want to maximize your amount of profit or profitability through just being able to follow up with customers or potential customers. Okay, so we use this abandoned cart series a lot because there's a lot of we get a lot of abandoned carts, and it really boosts up our percentage of profit. And so let's see, what else? Trackify, like I said again, here you can actually install your pixel, actually multiple pixels in there, and you can create custom audiences with this, all within this app. So like it'll connect to your Facebook, it'll create audiences for you, 1%, 2%, all your lookalikes, all your custom audiences, like I said again, and that really helps you to maximize on the traffic that's going through your store. So this is very vitally important. Zipify pages, man, we're really gonna be diving into Zipify pages because that's like my baby right now. because it's helping me to really hone in on the conversions for higher ticket items. And it really does a good job of making that work for us. And so that's what I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use here in the future. So with everything being said today, I know it seems like a mouthful, but this is what I have in place. And this is the extra step that you need to take today, what I explained in this video. So you can get that done immediately here. If those of you who like this tutorial, go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I do tutorials like this all the time, and you know, obviously it's going to help you to gain more knowledge by me giving you tips here from on Shopify e-commerce. But at the same time, the wisdom and the experience that I have from failing so many different times with Shopify allows me to really get in there and really get to profit as quickly as possible, because I done failed so many times, not only by myself but also clients and different things like that. I've learned a lot more because I'm spending a lot as well. So anyways, with that being said, you guys take care, and I'll definitely see you at the top.